Hey there guys, it's Hobo525 here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be ranking all 6 of my Wolverine Marvel Legends from least to greatest. So, yeah, let's do it. And taking the number 6 spot is the Tiger Claw suit Wolverine figure, and I'm not exactly happy that, he's solo on the list, but this is the only figure on this list that I have, like, multiple problems with. So, let's get into it. Well, for one, the shoulder pads, I don't really like the fact that they're on here. Like, I know I could take them off, but still, they really do, limit the articulation in terms of, like, putting the arms up and stuff like that. Which sucks. And I know it's part of the costume and all that, but I wish there was a way where it could, like, be less limited for the articulation just in general. And then, another thing is that, like part of his leg right there, there's a huge gap between that, as you can see right there, and it's kind of annoying. But the worst thing about this figure is the fact that its claws are just horrible. On the right, on the left hand it's okay, but the right hand, these things are so, like, loose. Like, look at this. Like, look how loose these claws are. And one of them fell out yesterday, by the way, which sucks. And yeah, I just, like, the biggest problem of, like, Wolverine figures in general that, like, all of them share, unfortunately, is that I just don't like the way their claws are. Like, I wish there was a better way they could just stay inside of Wolverine's, like, freaking hand, because it's really annoying. Because, there's a chance that they might, not stay in there good, which is why, they fall out sometimes. And that's what happened with this guy. So that's very unfortunate, and it's just really annoying. But as far as positives go, this figure looks really nice, especially that head sculpt. That's probably the best Wolverine head sculpt I've seen in a while, and I just love it a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this one. And here we have the 12-inch tiger stripe suit Wolverine at number 5. And yeah, this is a pretty good figure with minimal problems. It's way better than the 6-inch version, in my opinion, mostly because the claws stay in, like, perfectly. They're really, like, in his hands, which is very nice. The only problem with this guy is that his, shoulder pads kind of, like, fall. They don't stay in place like this. Just kind of fall like that, but it does help with the articulation. It doesn't limit it as much as it did with the 6-inch version. And yeah, but positives, the claws stay in perfectly. Everything about this guy is awesome. The head sculpt's probably one of the best Wolverine ones that we have to date, but, you could probably make a better head sculpt with a 12-inch figure than a 6-inch one anyways, because it's bigger. So, he also comes with accessories like this head sculpt. Loving this a lot. This, when he takes off his mask, it can kind of, like, go, like, fold back. Excuse me, but yeah, we also have these shoulder pads here, which, it's kind of roughed up, so I like that we're getting that too. And then we have this head sculpt right here, which looks so awesome. This is such a good head sculpt, guys. I just love it. Like, I love how his hair is just, like, ripped through. The mask looks awesome, and we do get a little, accessory, without his claws and stuff like that. But yeah, this guy has a lot of accessories, and he is, like, a perfect 12-inch figure. So yeah, let's get to number 4 now. And for number 4, we do have the 80 years vintage X-Men Wave Wolverine. And yeah, this is a pretty good figure. One little nitpick about this guy, though, is that he's kind of, like, annoying to stand up sometimes. I mean, he's standing up perfectly now, but it took me a few tries because, as you can see right here, his legs, they're, like, kind of bent, and they're, like, really close together, as you can see there, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, that's, like, just a little nitpick I have. Other than that, this figure is pretty perfect in my opinion. I mean, he even comes with a freaking samurai sword right here, which is an awesome touch. So yeah, and he has good articulation. Awesome head sculpt right there. I love that a lot. Like, it looks so good to me. Just look at it. Just all the detail with his hair. I love how it's, like, it has some blue in it, like it did in the comics. So that's an awesome touch. So yeah, number 3. And taking the number 3 spot is this Wolverine, who did come in a pack with a motorcycle, but I'm not really going to include that here because that's not part of the figure. But yeah, this is a pretty solid figure as well. Just one problem kind of makes this number 3. Yeah, so as you can see, this claw right here, or this hand in general actually, it is very, very loose. Like, look how easily I could take this thing out. And if you guys don't know, I did do a stop motion with this Wolverine figure, and like during, you know, when I was animated fight scenes, that hand would just randomly pop out, and it was really, really irritating because I would have to sometimes start over on the scene, or like, yeah. But yeah, this thing caused me a lot of trouble when I made my stop motion with him, and it really does bring this figure down. Very, very annoying problem, and I just hate when that kind of stuff happens with these figures. But yeah, other than that, he's perfect. This is like such a good figure. Like, just the detail on his jeans look really nice, and like his sculpt looks awesome. And look, it just fell out. I didn't even do anything. This hand just fell out. So annoying, but whatever. Yeah, and this is an awesome head sculpt. One little gripe with the head sculpt though. It would be nice if, like, from now on, like all Logan head sculpts, it would be nice if they had like this blue kind of texture in there, or paint apps or whatever. That'd be really cool in my opinion. But yeah, except that a really annoying problem. Let's get on to number 2. So number 2 is Wolverine with his brown and yellow suit, and yeah, this is basically a perfect figure, you know. I didn't really have any problems with him at all, like none whatsoever. His claws stay in perfectly. Like, this is how claws should be with Marvel Legends. They stay in perfectly. They just like don't fall out. But yeah, also I love this brown suit a lot. Not more than the Tiger Strike suit, but hey, I still like it. Yeah, nice head sculpt there. Probably, I mean, I'll be honest, it's probably the worst one out of all of these. But still pretty good. Like, I usually just take this head sculpt. I would just, yeah, look at that. One of the claws just fell out, by the way, so that's nice. I would just take these 2 head sculpts and switch them around sometimes because, I don't know. I mean, I know the coloring's a little bit off with the yellow, but I still think this looks really, really cool. But yeah, and then I guess this looks, can this even, yeah. And that looks pretty decent, I guess. But yeah, this is a pretty good figure, and I do recommend him a lot, even though I heard he was worth a lot. Because I heard this specific Wolverine was worth a lot. So yeah, I don't know if it's challenging to find him or anything, but yeah, and there's his claw, so yeah. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's get on to number 1. And taking the cake for my favorite Wolverine Marvel Legend that I have is X-Men Days of the Future Past Wolverine figure. This is a fantastic figure. I have no problems with him whatsoever. Just everything about him looks great. His articulation, his sculpt, every single thing about him looks great. And he even has a gun holster. That was an awesome touch that, you know, I didn't expect to happen, but yeah, also nice gun, you know, sculpt. I love the gun sculpt for this, so that's nice. And yeah, everything about this guy is awesome. His claws stay in really well. This guy looks awesome. His head sculpt is very detailed, even though I still think the 80th anniversary Wolverine, I think that is the definitive head sculpt of these guys, but still, this is a perfect figure. I have no issues with him whatsoever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So all in all these figures are pretty much perfect to me, except the 6-inch Tiger Claw suit Wolverine, because those claws really get to me. But yeah, these figures are pretty much perfect. Honestly, I think Hasbro's killing it with their Wolverine Marvel Legends, and I'll even say with the Tiger Strike one, because I'm sure like not everyone deals with the claws with this guy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I guess you can like request in the comments which Marvel Legends you want me to rank in next, either my Spider-Man ones or my Deadpool ones. Request in the comments, and the one that has more votes, I'll make a video first. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching, and with that said, Hope 155 out.